Welcome back everybody to Next Level Adventures. Today we're back in Thailand and we're in a very unique part of Bangkok. Now there are two sides to this city that most people are very familiar with. You've got Khao San Road, where all the backpackers and all of the travelers who are passing through this beautiful country tend to sit down, share a few beers, paint the town red. And then you've got the skyscrapers of downtown and the Sukhumvit area, home to luxury malls, the SkyTrain, fancy restaurants, and let's face it, high prices. But there are many other sides to this city, including this area. This is Thonburi. It used to be the old capital, and it's home to these canal waterway systems, a really unique local community, and a real authentic Bangkok atmosphere. So we're going to jump into this area. We're going to stay here. We're going to be staying at this beautiful wooden canal house. I'm going to be meeting a guy called who is kind of like the mayor of this area. He knows everyone. He's going to be our gateway to learn about this community. And we're going to meet some friendly faces who call this part of Bangkok their home as well. And we're just going to relax, stroll down the canals, meet the wildlife, meet the locals, have some fun, just spend 24 hours in one of the most underrated and most unique parts of this incredible city of Bangkok, Thailand. Let's go. Now, just because I have connections in this part of Bangkok doesn't mean that this area is off limits to most tourists or anyone watching this video. I'm going to be sharing all of the contact information for and all of the tour companies that you can use to experience this area of Bangkok on your next trip to Thailand. So sit down and relax, enjoy the episode, and all of the information, everything that you need will be in this video. So if we're going to immerse ourselves in this part of Bangkok, then we need to stay in this part of Bangkok. And I found this place. This is the beautiful Canal House, a traditional wooden canal house on the canal's edge. And I found this on Airbnb, and I will link it in the description below if you do want to book a night here. Let me just quickly show you around because it's really charming. So all throughout this accommodation, they've got beautiful antique traditional Thai furniture, like this table and chair situation. Not that fridge. That fridge is obviously very modern and full of water. You've got your coffee machine, your coffee maker, and lots of spooky but very cool antique Thai furnishings like the grandfather clocks. And this is my bedroom. Lovely double bed, nice soft mattress and gorgeous pillows. Aircon. This is a beautiful little view of a really unique part of Bangkok, and as you can see, there is a balcony just outside of actually the kitchen. Let me show you the balcony because that's definitely the nicest part of this Airbnb and where I'm spending most of my time people watching. So when you come through, there's these gorgeous tiles and wooden platform here, a little bench, even some sun lounges if you do want to lie down, read a book, and just watch the world go by as people are on little tours or as the locals are using these canals to get around. You can hear the wooden creaking of the neighbors' homes. Even this one actually, which is gorgeous. When you actually sit back and you look at it, it's this gorgeous white canal house with little touches of outside lights, detailing in the wood, even the plants growing in the basket. It's really quite pretty. I come here quite often, guys, but I've never made a video about it. But every time I've come here, there's a new house that's fallen into the canal. There's a new house that's fallen down. And if you're worried, by the way, do people swim in it? They do. This guy just jumped in. Hello. The locals swim in the canals here to cool off. Oh. Hey. If you're thinking, will I join these two lads? The answer's no. I didn't bring my swimming costume. And I don't know, would you swim in the canals of Bangkok? Really quick, just before we actually pop down and meet get on the boat and explore more of this area, I just want to say a big thank you to Squarespace, the sponsor of my channel. I've been working with these guys for over 2 years because they provide an incredible online website building platform, and it's never been easier to build a website right now in 2024 using Squarespace. They've actually just rolled out a new feature called Squarespace Blueprints, which actually uses AI. You just click on what you want your homepage to have, and the AI system will will actually design it and build it for you. The interface has awesome features as well, such as clicking and dragging on your social media presence, maybe your Instagram, or for me, my YouTube. But if your website is not social media orientated like mine is, you can add online shops, start selling products, start selling services, and make money using your website today. Head over to Squarespace and build the website for free. You'll see how easy it is to use, especially now with their new blueprint feature, right? And then when you're ready to go live, go to squarespace.com/Paddy Doyle and you'll get 10% off your first website or domain. Oh, thank you. Khao pad gai. Having a little bit of a lunch before me and Om go on our little boat cruise. Om, he works really hard. He owns a company called Hidden Bangkok Tours. They're on Instagram. I'll link them below. You can definitely book a tour. I've been on a few. They're amazing. And he's just saying goodbye to a few of the tours that are heading out for an afternoon sunset cruise. They also do tuk-tuk tours as well. And yeah, he's a busy boy. But he's the guy who I'm going to introduce you to in a minute. But first, I need to get some food in me because I think we're going to have a few beers with the locals this evening, or try to like just meet people and ask them questions. And normally, anywhere in the world, if you approach people who you don't know with cold beer, they are normally a bit more up for being on film. Bye. เชิญครับ Bye. We've got some pirates coming aboard.
20 นาทีแล้วกลับมาเนี่ย
ไม่เดี๋ยวนี้เลยเหรอ
มากินไม่ได้แค่นี้
Give him a hand, give him a hand.
เดี๋ยวมีบ้านพี่กะพี่ไม่ได้หกไหมวะ
มันลื่นเหรอ
โอ้ยเหนื่อย
Why did you invite the boys? Do they enjoy having a free boat ride, or what is it?
To be honest, like these boys are born and raised in here, right?
Yeah.
I think this is one of the first time that they were on a boat, and they are seeing their tourists
Every day.
every day. Like I think they probably want to know too, right?
What is it like?
What it's like, yeah.
Sawadee krab, sawadee krab. So yeah, this is Om.
สวัสดีครับ
And Om, you've been a champion for Thonburi in this area of Bangkok for many years. You've set up your
Thank
business
you.
here.
Yeah.
Like what is unique about this place compared to obviously where I live in Sukhumvit?
Right.
It's the opposite of this, you know.
Yeah.
This is a whole different deal.
Yeah, I was born and raised in this neighborhood, which is like the Thonburi side, which is like in the former capital city of Bangkok. Since I was young, you know, I always see like the tourists came to Bangkok and stay only around like, you know, the Grand Palace, you know, like their Sukhumvit area. People just cross to Thonburi side, just only to see Wat Arun, the Temple of Dawn. And then they just think there's only the pagoda, Wat Arun, right?
Yeah.
And then right away they cross back to Wat Po side. So there's this is like the city behind the pagoda. This is the city, this is the life.
This is the real Bangkok.
This is the real Bangkok. This is, look, if you look at here, you don't really see like their skyscrapers around here, right? There's a pros and cons. อย่าเพิ่งโดดไปนะลูกนะ There's a pros and cons, you know. The good things about this is like you don't see like skyscraper around here. That because the land belongs to the temple. I would say this, in this like old waterways, you will see like probably more than 200 temples along these old waterways. People want to see different side of Bangkok, and we are, you know, taking the people like out beat apart, like trying to let the tourists come and see like what the real life of Bangkok. Yeah, how like these kids, you know, the life, like what they eat, and then talk to them. You know, when the people come to Thailand, right? If you want to go to Khao San Road, you want to go to the Grand Palace, I think it's cool. But at least, you know, try to come and visit this site, you know, and then you can see like the big contrast. You know, another thing is you just saw, right? Super greens. It didn't look like Bangkok at all, right? If you get off here, we get on a taxi. Only 10 minutes you can go to Icon Siam, which is like the most luxurious shopping mall. Look at the people alive in there.
Look at these people.
Yeah. สวัสดีครับ
Sawadee, sawadee. Chokdi krab, chokdi krab. They're having ice cold beers in plastic cups, sat on the little gazebo. Some of the houses here are quite nice, aren't they? The one
Yeah,
behind you, look at
I
that.
can tell like when you see the houses like this, they have car access. Yeah, if you see like very fancy house,
ไฮโซเหรอ
ไฮโซใช่ครับ
Oh, look. Big dragon coming.
เออตัวเงินตัวทองไปเลย
สวัสดีค่ะ
Did you try to touch them?
Yeah.
There's another one right in front of you.
Oh, God.
เอิร์ธเป็นชาละวันไหม
Give it a kiss. Go on.
ชาละวันไหม
We'll get a million views on
ชาละวัน
TikTok.
ปะจับได้ไหมเอิร์ธ He's almost like jumped to catch him.
These kids live in this part of Bangkok, and every day they see people coming on this tour, right? And they probably think, why do these people pay money to come look around our neighborhood? That's so weird. But look at this. I mean, there's birds, there's lizards, it's peaceful. Look, even they're getting excited about what they're seeing because they've never seen it from this perspective before. Oh, look at these two, very romantic.
You guys know this one? This is called Mini Heart.
Nice place to come on a date. Nice
like
place to
that.
come on a group tour, share the cost.
Yeah, sorry, interrupt you. So I like this scene because we are on the water right now,
Yeah.
and then you are seeing car passing by, and then eventually you might see the MRT, which is like their sky train on this side of the
Boat,
river.
car, and train. All
Yeah,
in
which
one
is like
shot.
explains a lot about like a Bangkok transportation transform, you know.
Oh, the train.
Oh, so lucky. หน้าอะไรนะหน้าตกปลาเหรอ Yeah, you know, like the whole conversation we were talking about, where should they fish? Like, oh, here is like good place to fish.
By the way, I'm drinking Maha Nakhon craft beer. It was for sale where you get on the boat, and I thought, let's try it. It's okay. It's not changed my life. Chokdi krab. When you were a kid, you used to swim in the canal too.
Yeah, this is kind of like the way that you build your immunity. You get your germ, right? So you build your immunities. But honestly, like when I was young, for sure, less pollution. You know, water cleaner because less human, right? So less pollution. But right now, it's like the kids they know, you know, like when it's good.
Cruising down the canals of this area of Bangkok is a fascinating experience, and we continued on for quite a while, admiring the larger-than-life creatures that call this place home, and we met a few more of the locals that live here on the water's edge, and we just soaked up the incredible atmosphere of this laid-back oasis bang in the middle of the city. Soon we made our way back towards the restaurant and where the kids lived. Om wanted to get back on to dry land and show me some other areas of Thonburi, but when we reached the house where the kids live, instead of letting us park on the canal's edge and to drop them off nicely and safely, well, they had other plans. Boys will be boys. Bye. Bye. Oh, jeez. I was not expecting that. They just belly flopped off the boat.
His mom asking me, hey, I'm looking for my son.
Om is such a nice guy, and he was really kind and gave me a guided tour of his local neighborhood. And he told me lots of interesting stories about how the locals live here and how they've adapted to the modern day Bangkok that has developed and grown over the years all around them. There's a lot of beautiful local artwork that tells the stories of the people who call these canals their home, and he showed me around some of the temples that serve this community.
And you know, that's so funny because like you walk from here only 10 minutes to Wat Arun, the temple of Dawn, where it's like maybe million tourists visit a day, you know.
Yeah.
And here you see like this kind of local temple where there's no tourists at all. So this is Uncle Paul.
Hello, Sawadika.
Hello.
How are you? Nice to meet you, buddy.
Bye, thank you.
Nice to meet you.
What
behind-
about you?
I'm good, I'm good.
Where you come from?
I come from England.
England. Oh.
Yeah, this is very, very, very common in Thailand. Someone will just have a fridge in their house and they'll just start selling beers,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. You probably want to support these kind of people, right? Yeah.
Better than 7-Eleven. Thank you, darling, thank you. That's for you, Om. That's for you, that's for you.
ขอบคุณครับ
And that's for some bloke who I don't know, but
Yeah.
I'm happy to buy everybody a beer today.
Before I work in the national school. of
Oh, really?
Bangkok.
Oh, okay.
Try 50.
Nice. You speak very good English.
He used to work in the international school when he was younger.
Yeah.
ISB.
ISB. He used to
Oh,
work there
very nice school.
long time ago.
Yeah, long time ago,
How long
about
ago?
50 years ago.
Yeah, and now you're retired.
I know. Yeah, I retired 20 years already.
จริงเหรอ70
ไม่ทันตอนนี้เท่าไหร่
82.
You're 82? No
Yeah.
way. No way. You're 82?
Yeah.
No, you look like a
I don't
baby.
lie you.
You look like a baby.
ประวัติไม่มี งั้นเอาปลาหมึก100
ไม่ครับติดเครื่องยังอ่ะ
There's literally nothing better than when you're having a few beers than when an old lady with a charcoal barbecue
ไม่ครับพ่อไล่
swims up next to you on her little boat and sells you some char-grilled squid.
ฮะเห็ดกินได้เหรอ
Mom was just telling me that she's been doing this for 20, 30 years and she has sent her children to university to do master's degrees all through her hard work, every day going up and down on that little boat selling squid. So you can see that using that machine, she's flattened it out, which has broken up the quite coarse skin into something a little bit more manageable, a bit more stringy. Smells very strong of the sea and salt and squid. Would you eat this? I'm going to just try a little bit raw before I use that very delicious looking dipping sauce. Tastes way better than it looks. It's chewy, it's salty, it's just a very nice beer snack. If we get that dipping sauce with peanuts, chili flakes, chili oil, that looks absolutely delicious. Fold it up into a little seafood parcel of love. Can't get any better than that.
with beer. Cheers.
อร่อยมาก Yeah, there's nothing quite like experiencing the local way of life in such a setting so different to the one that I grew up with. These types of moments here in Thailand are the ones that I never forget, and I can't think of a better evening than sinking a few beers at sunset, making new friends, eating weird and wonderful snacks, all in this unique part of the mega city that is Bangkok. Morning. Local areas, local prices. 2 baht a piece, so 10 baht for a bag of freshly baked or freshly fried bread. When Miss P has these, she gets them with like this milky condensed milk dipping sauce. God, that storm is going mad. It's really humid and it's really hot, and I think the rainy season is around the corner, thank God. But yeah, I don't have any creamy, delicious yogurty drink, and he gives me a tissue because they are quite greasy. I mean, they're fresh from the frying pan. Delicious. And these temple grounds by the canal, they are very impressive. They're under construction a little bit, but there's so many incredible statues. Wasn't quite sure which one to choose, so I just got some pork and some sticky rice. 15 baht for 2 pieces. with a little bit of sticky rice. Very cheap.
ได้จับน้องหน่อย
Now, this moody weather and the storm brewing all around us was actually a very welcome relief. And so we decided to take a morning cruise and enjoy this cooler weather and search for some more local food and coffee for breakfast. Om was joining me again, but this time my good friend Gary and his little boy Finley came along for the ride. Gary also lives in this area of Bangkok and knows it like the back of his hand, and he said he knew some great spots to find some coffee and some delicious food. So we set sails in search of some delicious grub.
You alright, buddy?
Gary's brought us to a really brilliant place to get morning coffee, and it's closed.
They're on a well-deserved break. The only time they've been on holiday in the last 15 years happens to be the day that I bring Paddy in the pouring rain to have a coffee. But fear not, I've still got stir fry for you, my friend. I've still got stir fry.
There is the most incredible view of the Big Buddha, by the way, even in the rain. On a normal day, when this little coffee shop is open, you can sit here and just stare down at the Big Buddha, and in this morning storm it looks even more beautiful than it normally does.
โอ้โหลูกชายน้องเอาผักกะเพราไม่ใส่กะเพรา
There's this little local wet market here, and normally we would come and have a little coffee, but obviously it's shut. But lots of delicious food. Gary's found this quite authentic little hole in the wall place. We're gonna order something delicious, I'm sure.
Lovely jubbly, look at that. Look, we've got dried chili, we've got fresh chili, we've got minced pork, we've got two lovely yolks. Look, made a little face there. Look.
Busman's holiday for you today, isn't it?
What?
Gary, that looks like a fly.
Oh,
It looks like a fly.
A fly's face.
Oh my
it
god.
does actually, doesn't it? Look.
Oh yeah, it does look like a fly's face. Bon appetit.
It's one of my favourites.
Bon appetit, baby.
Alright, so this is tom yum, but with seasoned pork meatballs. So we've got fatty pork mince, we've also got prawns, some mushrooms, we've got nam kon, so we've got dark, so we've got some evaporated milk in here, not condensed milk, evaporated milk, loads and loads of chili, some lime juice, lemongrass, all those beautiful herbs.
Oh,
Yeah.
crispy belly pork, lovely jubbly. So Gary, what have we got here?
Alright, so we've got kanom krog. It's a coconut milk, rice flour, coconut flesh pudding. It's like mixed into a batter, and then they cook it in these little pots with these divots in.
Pumpkin coconut dessert for breakfast. Talk to me about this dessert. How is it?
Man, hello, mate. Come down with you. I'll come down with you. What is it? Good? Good? Tell them about the dessert. Is it sweet? Salty?
It's sweet. Oh, very nice.
One more? One more.
Thumbs up or thumbs down?
อร่อยไหม
Thumbs up. Yeah.
You've got to do a bit to get a thumbs up from him, honestly. Usually it's like that.
โอเคไปบ้านเลยดิ
Since Thonburi is home to some beautiful temples and the rain started to come down quite heavily, we sought after some shelter in one of the most impressive ones, Wat Pak Nam.
Gary, let's go look round here.
Come on, Gary. Come on, Gary.
Gary, Helen's hired me as a babysitter, so
Gary.
I'm like the.
You're not really his dad, you're just Gary.
Just a weird uncle.
Oh, look at the big storm out.
This is. For any of you not in Thailand, it has been like desert heat, the hottest I've been for probably the last 6 weeks of my life. Like I've never ever felt heat like it, and I've been here for 9 years. So just to have a little bit of cool weather is like, oh.
I know.
Okay. Thank you, my boy.
You just go straight. Yeah.
Okie dokie, with that, a rainy, stormy morning has turned into lunchtime and I am checking out. It's been 24 hours here in Thonburi. I really hope you enjoyed a little glimpse. If you want to get in touch with Om and have your own guide with him or someone within his company, I'll tag him below, Hidden Bangkok Tours on Instagram. Check him out, send him a message, book a tour and get to know this part of Bangkok. If you'd like to stay at this Airbnb, I'll also link that below so you can immerse yourself here for a night or two or longer, depending. And yeah, I'll see you this time next week where we tick off something else on my bucket list, because I've always wanted to kind of bring you here for a little bit of an extended stay, which is what we've done. So I'm glad I can tick that off my list, and then it's on to the next one. Where and what? I'm not quite sure. I think I'll think about that on my way home. It is gonna piss down on my drive home as well. I'm gonna get absolutely soaked.